everyone, it's Adam Walker, your friend in the mortgage business, and today we're kicking off our video series for all you first-time homebuyers out there. We're going to cover everything for you, from how to save up your down payment, how to get pre-approved, finding the perfect home, making an offer, and finally we're going to guide you through the mortgage closing process so you can make your move and start living in your dream home. But first things first, I need a favor from everybody. If you can make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single episode of our real estate hack series. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll be the first to know when the next video drops so you can keep learning and moving towards your goal of owning your first home. Everybody ready? Let's get started on this exciting journey. Now, the reason we're putting this together is to provide a one-stop resource for anyone who's thinking about buying a home. And yes, I am a mortgage professional, but we're going to cover a lot of aspects of buying the home and the home buying process. We're even going to discuss how I've helped lots of clients win when we get into a multiple offer situation. Now, no matter how you manage to get your down payment, it is the essential first step in Canada when you're buying your home. You're going to need to make sure you have at least 5% saved for your down payment, but on top of that, you want to make sure that you have 1.5% saved into closing costs. So really the number that we're looking for is probably about 6.5%. And then once you saved up enough, it's time to get a pre-approval from a mortgage professional. And we're going to cover that step by step in part 2 of this series. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first step, like we've talked about for any aspiring homeowner, is to start saving up for a down payment or figure out how to get one. In fact, I've broken down the process into 4 ways to get your down payment. Option 1, we're pretty straightforward. You got to save up for your down payment. Now, we've all been told from a young age that you need to save. So if you've been doing that, congrats. If not, don't worry. We've got some different options. Now, ideally, you've been putting some of this money into an RRSP, and that's step 2 of our process, or option number 2. Now, what you want to do there is take advantage of the first-time homebuyers program. This program is going to allow you to borrow up to $35,000 from your RRSP without paying any interest on that for 15 years. Plus, by contributing to your RRSP, you can help save on taxes. For example, let's say you have $20,000 in your savings account. You can contribute that money to your RRSP and get a tax refund back in April or May. And if you're around a 40% tax rebate, you could get up to $8,000 back on that contribution. That means your $20,000 investment can instantly turn into $28,000, which is a pretty good deal. Now, if you have an RRSP and your employer offers a dollar for dollar matching, it's important that you take advantage of this opportunity. I know not everybody has access to this benefit, but if you do, it can significantly accelerate your down payment savings. We've seen cases where individuals have contributed $5,000 per year, and after a couple of years, that results in $20,000 down payment with only contributing $10,000 of your own money. Option number 3, it's kind of a newer option. It's called the tax-free savings account, the tax-free home buyers savings account. It's a new registered plan that lets Canadian home buyers save up to $40,000 on a tax-free basis towards their first home. It kind of works like an RSP where contributions are tax deductible, but when you withdraw your money from your for your first home, you don't have to repay it as long as you follow all the rules. This is a lot closer to the tax-free savings account. Now, to open the FSHA, you need to be at least 18 years old and a resident of Canada. You can't have owned a home that you've lived in as your primary residence during the year before you open the account. Now, this is a new product with a lot of elements. We're not going to go through all the details, but I do have a full video on this account as well as a great little article. We'll put that in the link below in the show notes. So if you want more information on the first-time homebuyer savings account, you can get it all right there. Now, the 4th option, and the one that we're seeing a lot, it's probably the easiest way for home buyers, is getting a gifted down payment from a close family member, like your parents or your grandparents. It's one of the most common ways to get a down payment, and it's really straightforward. All you need to do is get a gift letter written by your family member that's gifting you the down payment and showing that it's been deposited in your account so you can show that to your lender. It's quick, it's easy, and for most people, it's the easiest way to get a down payment. And for a lot of your parents and grandparents, it's a great way that, if instead of saving that money for that's going to end up with you anyways, it's a great way that those parents and grandparents can see you enjoy that funds, and it's going to help get that entry into the home into a home market. If you're trying to save a greater number, it's just sometimes it's really, really hard to get there with the cost of rent, and rent continues to rise. And if they can gift you that down payment, it's going to help get you into that housing market so you can start building equity right away. Now, in addition to these 4 ways to save for a down payment or to get gifted funds, let's talk about the best way to save for that down payment. And I'm going to tell you, it all comes down to creating a budget, making a plan, and sticking to it. A lot of my clients are surprised how quickly you can actually save for that down payment once you decide to buy a house and commit to a plan. Now, luckily, there's lots of resources available to set savings goals. We have included a link to a handwritten budget below. You can download it anytime you want. There's also, you can use Excel sheets. There's lots of different options that you have, but we just want to make sure you're helped. With a little bit of discipline and dedication, you'll be well on your way to saving for your dream home. This is just the beginning of our series. In part 2 of this series, once you save for your down payment, we're going to show you how to get pre-approved for a mortgage. We're going to go step by step. So make sure that you subscribe, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the YouTube algorithm. I look forward to talking to you on our next episode. I'm Adam Walker, your friend in the mortgage business. Thanks for watching. And don't forget that my team and my preferred partners will give you the local competitive advantage in today's real estate market.